stress. Got that sunshine on my Sunday best. Hey, some days you wake up and nothing works, you feel surrounded. Gotta give your feet some gravity to get you grounded. Keep good things inside your ears just like the waves and sound it. And just say whatever, cause there is no way you're grounded. Everyone falls down sometime, but you just gotta know it'll all be fine. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. Hey, feeling good, like I should. When in dark, I walk around the neighborhood. Feeling blessed, never stressed. Got that sunshine on my Sunday best. Hey, feeling good, like I should. When in dark, I walk around the neighborhood. Feeling blessed, never stressed. Got that sunshine on my Sunday best.
Hello, everyone. How's everybody doing? We're gonna start now. I hope everybody had a great and productive weekend. Drop a 1 if you're excited for this call. Awesome. Another thing I would ask you guys, if you could please turn on your cameras. I want to see faces. Thank you. Okay, so last week we talked about iPad, invite, present, enroll, and train. Today we're going to be covering social media, especially TikTok, and mastering the invites. So make sure you grab a pen and paper, take some notes. Note takers aren't money makers, right? For those who don't know me, my name is Lupita. I am 30 years old. I've been in this industry for a little bit over a year, around a year and 3 months. And I've been utilizing social media to find prospects and build my business. And especially I've been using TikTok. So last week or 2 weeks ago, I did talk about Instagram. So I'm not really gonna cover too much about that. I'll be focusing more on TikTok today. And just so you guys know, social media, it is a powerful tool to share our business. Sometimes, well, in my occasion, I don't really go out, so I utilize social media to find my prospects and build my team that way. And it's been a great, I've had success with that. So I'm gonna start with the basics, which are, okay, make sure you guys are taking notes. So I'm gonna start with the basics, which is have a good cover photo, have a easy to read username, and then put what you do in the bio. That's the first thing that you have to do once you open your Instagram account. I started my Instagram with 0 followers. I don't have a lot of following right now. But I have like around 4,000, which is from 0 to 4,000. You know, it's good. So so what do you put in your bio? I help people make money online. And then also make sure you link your Instagram on your TikTok, so it's easy for people to just go on your profile and straight up and then hit your link, and then it'll take them to your Instagram. That way you'll get more followers. You'll get more followers. And also your Instagram is your resume. So your Instagram has to look good and be clear. Now, what are we posting on TikTok? Because a lot of you guys think that TikTok is about dancing and showing your moves, and you can, but you know, if you're trying to build a business, you don't have to do all that. So I'm gonna share 4 things, okay? one thing, you can give value, and you're gonna do this by talking on your TikToks. This way you show your personality. This can be something that you read. You can share something you read, something you heard, something that you have learned that could be valuable for others. You can also share tips that people can learn from you. Okay. Second is lifestyle. So you can share your morning routine, your gym routine. This is like, I don't know if you guys seen influencers do this all the time. They share their morning routines and gym routines. This is basically what you're gonna do. The third thing is long captions. Long captions can be used as TikToks, and I'm gonna show you some examples or share with you some examples. So what I do, I haven't really done any talking videos, but I do a lot of caption videos, and then just put videos that I've recorded before. It could be like recording of myself, or just recording at a dinner. So what I put is POV, point of view. That's what I put, POV. And then stressing because you only have one source of income, and you want to find out how you can escape that without having to trade your time for money. That's one of my TikToks. So first, you have the problem right there, right? You're relating to somebody who is stressing because they only have one source of income. And then the solution is that they want to find out how they can escape that without having to trade their time for money. So those videos, I realize that they do very well. You just have to find a good trending sound. But so right there, yeah, you show the problem. You show the problem and the solution, and then your call to action would be, I'll show you what I do, comment your Instagram. That's your call to action. Another example, the trending sounds, there's TikTok pages that have trending sounds already for you. So you just like copy those, or you can just scroll on TikTok and then find some. But usually there's already TikTok pages that give you trending sounds. So that's way easier. The second example I have is point of view again. And then you stopped caring about what people think, learn profitable skill sets like trading and investing, elevated your circle, and make money from your phone. Right here in this little text, like, I'm not lying. I just stopped caring about what people thought about myself because I was posting. We're learning profitable skill sets, right? Like trading and investing. We're elevating our circle. Being with you guys is elevating my circle, and we make money from our phone. And then, so then the call to action, comment your Instagram if you want this for you. So before, I used to do my calls to action, like message me on Instagram, but I realized that a lot of people are kind of lazy to go from one app to another app. So it's easier for people to just comment their Instagram right there and there. They're already on the app, they're already on your video, and then they can just comment really quick. So they don't have to go from one app to another app and then message you. And then, a lot of people don't like to reach out first either. So that's a great way for people to just leave their Instagrams on your page. The fourth one is motivational and mindset. You can post a lot about motivational and mindset. And I actually have two examples as well. One is something like, and you can find these on Pinterest as well. You just have to change the video. And then just, so there's my example. You needed to hear this. The only thing separating you from the life you want and the life you currently have is one decision. And then your call to action can be follow for more, or like if you agree. You get more followers, you get more likes on your post. And then the more followers, the more likes, the more comments, the more viral your TikTok will go. Another example is you either go after the life you want or settle for the life you have. You are the creator of your life. And then my call to action would be follow for more. Decide today that you will go after what you want. You know, that's something motivational. A lot of people like that. Now, how do you plan your TikTok content? So first of all, you have to niche down. You have to find your audience. You want to find out who do you want to attract. For me, I don't want to attract a lot of guys. I want to attract more women, more Latino women especially. So first thing, if there's a single mom, she probably wants to attract more single mothers because she can relate to them. Or the guys, I don't know, you guys, you know, you just find who do you want to attract. And this way also, when you're having conversations, you have something that you relate to. It's easier to have a conversation. And then, so then one day you're gonna dedicate on finding trendy sounds, viral sounds, and you're gonna save them. Like I mentioned before, there's TikTok pages that already have viral sounds. You just follow them and then check their page. They have a bunch of viral sounds already. And you want to save content that you want to recreate from other network marketers. It's okay to copy. You can just change the wording, but it's okay to copy somebody else. And then if you want, you can also change the sound, or you can use the sound that they're using if it's a viral TikTok that you're using. So once you do all of that, the next day, you're going to create all your content. If you're posting 3 times a day, you're gonna make 21 TikToks. And if you're posting 2 times a day, you're gonna create 14 TikToks. And I know it sounds like a lot, but if it is a lot, but if you're already organized, you already have everything saved, you already know what you're gonna post. Usually I'm gonna share a tip with you guys. All my TikTok posts that I wanna do, I already have them saved here. I just copy and paste onto a video, and make it a TikTok. I already have everything saved. So it's easier for me. I don't spend time trying to look to recreate anything else. And so since you're organized, you're gonna create your TikToks faster. And then by creating all your TikToks in one day, you're never gonna run out of content. You're always gonna have something to post. And then the good thing about TikToks is that you can post these into your Instagram and make them reels. So you don't have to recreate the same video as on Instagram. You can literally just use a website. I use SnapTik, I believe. I'll put it in the chat later. And then you take out the watermark. You post that TikTok on Instagram as a reel. Also, you can edit your TikToks on TikTok. You don't have to go from one app to another, and you don't gotta do all that. Your videos don't have to be perfect. They just have to show your personality. If you're talking on the video, just make sure it shows your personality. If you need to practice it, practice. Like, it's okay if it's not perfect. I've done TikToks where I'm talking. I haven't done them in a while, but I'm gonna start doing them. But I've done them and it's so cringe, literally. Like, you just have to get past that feeling and then just post it. But that is all for me. The next speaker is a great leader. She's not only helping her team, but she helps everybody around her, especially me too. And I truly admire her. Senna.
Thank you so much. Let me just pin myself. I had to switch over to Colby's, unfortunately, because my laptop did not want to work. But drop some ones in the chat for Lupita. She did absolutely amazing. I hope you guys got some notes from that. I know for me, I've been wanting to start kind of going over to TikTok too and utilizing that. For me, honestly, I use Snapchat a lot. I'll talk about that a little bit more too, but Utilize all of your platforms, whether it's Snapchat, Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, whatever it is, you can utilize any one of those and build your team just from utilizing those. So if you don't know me, my name is Zenna. I am 21 years old. I'm from Moorhead, Minnesota. I've been in this industry for about 2.5 years now, and it's been absolutely incredible. So I'm excited to share some more information with you guys today about mastering the invite, because it's one of the most important things that you can do, especially when building your business. It's the first impression that you give everybody. So I'll be kind of stepping into that a little bit more and sharing some tips and tricks on what the best way to kind of go about it is. Because like I said, it is essentially the first impression that you give, especially for a potential prospect. And it also sets the tone for your future interactions with that person. So any conversations that move forward from there. And a well-crafted invite can also pique someone's interest. So in whatever you're kind of showing, especially with what we have now and what the products that we have in this kind of company. And so it can lead to a productive conversation from there. And then in result, them joining your company. So let's kind of get into that a little bit more. Keep in mind too, that what works for me might not work for you guys. Just like what works for Josh and Jay might not work for me. That's why you kind of have to figure out what works for you. Try different things, go about it in different ways, utilize different platforms, see what ones work the best for you. Because I've been doing this honestly for 2.5 years now, I've tried mainly everything besides TikTok, and I'm kind of moving over to Facebook now. So, kind of utilizing what you have. There's so many different things that you can use. And so I will kind of jump into that a little bit more too. There's multiple different ways that you can go about the inviting process. So whether it's them swiping up on your stories, direct messaging you, which is obviously one of the best things that can happen, then coming to you, it's the easiest way to talk to people because obviously they want what you have. Otherwise, you reaching out to them, giving them a phone call, going through your contacts, swiping up on people's stories. There's multiple different ways that you can kind of invite. So like I said, try out the different types of ways that you can kind of go about it. A few tips right off the bat that I have for you is remember to call or use voice messages. That's how you can give them the energy and show them that energy that you have and all that excitement that you have for this opportunity. It's really hard to do that over text. I know for me, half the time, if somebody's texting me, I might be like, are they mad at me? Like, what are they feeling towards me? Because you can't tell how somebody's feeling over text. So send voice messages, just give them a call. So for me, I like to always get their phone number right off the bat, especially if I'm using Snapchat or Instagram. And then I can give them a call whenever. It's especially nice if they don't answer maybe for a day or two. Then I can just give them a quick call, see what's up. Most people usually answer. And it's a perfect way to go about it. Another one is figure out your niche. So Lupita covered a little bit about it. But for me, I like to use working out. I like to use lifting. So there's different niches that you can kind of use. So whether it's traveling, things that you really like. I know Allie, she loves posting about food. She loves food. For me too. Like if I go out to dinner, I love to post about it. Kind of post about your life, what you like to do, because people can understand that and then they can relate to you. When people relate to you, they feel almost like they have a connection with you without even realizing, because it's a similarity. When somebody has a similarity with you, they feel so much more comfortable when opening up and trusting you. So it's all about the psychology of it too. And another one is kind of having them almost ask what you do. That's one of my favorite things, is to get them to ask what I do. So if I ask, where are you from? Like, what do you do for work? Usually people ask back, what do you do? Because when people ask you, it seems like you're not selling something to someone, because people don't like to be sold to. That is one of the biggest things. People do not like to be sold to. So you have to kind of share this with them in the best way that you can kind of go about it, and which is also having them ask you. And then another one, build connections with people over time. That is one of the most important things that you can do. I know I've heard Justin talk about it all the time too, like saying happy birthday to people, especially on Snapchat and Facebook. It's so easy. I'm pretty sure on Snapchat it actually like tells you when it's somebody's birthday. You can easily find when it's their birthday and whose birthday it is that day. Just swiping up, saying happy birthday, or just complimenting them. And especially with the birthday part too, Like, I know for you guys, when somebody swipes up on your story or they just text you and they're like, happy birthday, I hope you have a great day. It feels good. It feels good when people like message you about that. And so people, you want them to feel good about them and themselves. So complimenting them is also another one, just swiping up on their stories or saying that I love your energy. That's one that I love to use all the time. Hey, I love your energy. You seem like you're an amazing person. You have a great mindset. Where are you from? Small talk. Just start with small talk and mastering that small talk. I'm pretty sure Jay even said something in the chat too. He goes to his search bar on Snapchat and you type birthday, and then it shows up with whose birthdays it is. So awesome, perfect, easy to find, especially if you go on. One thing I do with Snapchat too, because it's one of the main ways that I use to kind of meet new people and talk to new people, is I go through my quick ad every few days and add every single person on my quick ad. My Snapchat's building pretty quickly, but then more people are coming and seeing all my information that I'm posting on my story every single day. And that's why it's important to keep up with your social media, with what you're posting, with what you're sharing with everybody, whether it's about, your business or your life or what you're doing in that moment. It's extremely important to kind of show those moments so everybody can kind of see those and relate to them, kind of like what I was saying. Another one too is share your why with people. Share why you're doing this. Share why you got into this. What really drives you with this? What makes you keep going every single day? What makes you wake up and be like, I'm gonna get after it today. It's gonna be an amazing day. And talk about your goals. People like to hear that kind of stuff. It makes them kind of think about them too. Like, oh, you know what? I haven't even actually thought about my goals in a little while too. That's something I realized when I got into this. People talked about their goals and their why coming into this. And I was like, what? I haven't even thought about my goals in a while. Honestly, I haven't even thought about sitting down and writing out my goals. So people love to hear that stuff. People like to be motivated with it. And a few things too to look for in prospects. People with discipline. Look for people with discipline. Another thing, people with motivation, and they love motivation. I see people all the time on my Snapchat story posting about things that motivate them or motivational quotes. And I love swiping up on their stories and being like, hey, I love that quote too. And it just starts off a conversation, because a lot of the time I've seen that, when you just hit somebody up and you're like, hey, this is what I do. You should start doing this. I think it'd be great for you. People don't always like that. People don't always like being sold to like that. And another one is people that like to learn. There's a lot of people out there that like to learn new things and start new things and try new things. I've seen it actually a lot on TikTok lately too, about people talking about how they feel like they have to do one thing their entire life, or there's not enough time to even get to everything they want to do. And they want to keep trying new things, but they don't even know what to try. You have something that they can try and they don't even know what you have really. That's why you have to be able to break it down to them and get them onto a call so you can share all that with them. And look for people that want to work on self-improvement and working on themselves. I love swiping up on people's stories that go to the gym a lot. I say, hey, I see that, you like to work on yourself and better yourself. That's awesome. I actually do that myself. What's your favorite routine to hit? Do you like leg day or arm day? Whatever it is, just find ways that you can connect with people and start conversations, and it'll kind of build from there. Some key phrases that you might want to use to make a positive impression and pique their interest would be, I came across an amazing opportunity that I think you might be interested in. That's one that you can bring up to them, because you're sharing a little bit about what you have, but not the whole thing. I've heard all the time, you can't share the world's biggest financial market over a text, over even a quick phone call. You have to be able to get them on a phone or on a Zoom call. Another one, I'm part of a team that helps people achieve their financial goals through a unique business model. That's another great one. And let me know if I need to slow down at all. Another one that I like to use is, we're looking for ambitious individuals who want to create their own success and be part of a supportive community. I've had people join my business just because they're like, hey, I want to meet new people. I want to meet new friends. So there's tons of different ways that you can kind of go about it. And Bo even said in the chat, I heard someone the other day say, trying to explain it over the phone would be like trying to give you a haircut over the phone. Exactly. You cannot explain the world's biggest financial market over the phone. It's almost close to impossible. It's so hard to share what you have with this opportunity. So kind of back to a few key phrases. Another one, you'll have the freedom to work on your own terms and earn as much as you want based on your efforts. You got to make that clear. Yeah, there's no cap to the amount that you can make, but it's based on what you're going to put into it. Are you willing to learn the information? Are you going to get educated on the information? Are you going to be coachable and teachable? These are all things that you kind of want to know about the person that you're talking to as well. And some things I like to ask people are, especially if I'm even talking to people out in public, in person, if let's say I go to Subway or something or McDonald's and I'm talking to somebody, I might say, are you the type of person that's open to other options? Or are you going to just do this forever? Yeah, it's a little bit passive aggressive, but it's getting straight to the point. Are you going to work here at Subway your entire life? Is that your plan? Or are you kind of looking at other options? And that kind of gets people excited too about, okay, well, what else is there? I haven't really thought about it. And a lot of people, honestly, it stresses them out to think about their future, to think about what they're going to do with their future, because maybe they decide to not go to college. And that's what people always said, that you have to go to college to get a good job and become successful. So there's tons of different ways that you can kind of share it. Another one that I like to ask is, if you saw a way that you can make some pretty serious money on the side without interfering with what you're doing now, would you look into it? Because then I can just see, yeah, maybe they are interested in having another source of income, or maybe, they're great with their job right now, completely fine. And also a key thing is, if they say no, it's never actually a no. I've had so many people say, no, I'm not interested whatsoever. And then a few months down the road, they swipe up on my stories. Hey, I actually kind of want to hear some information. Like, can you just give some information to me? I'm like, yeah, of course I can. Let's just hop on a quick Zoom call, and then I can kind of break it down for you, because it is 90% visual. That's something I love to say. It's 90% visual. Just like Bo said, you can't give somebody a haircut over the phone. It's 90% visual. They have to be able to hop on a Zoom call to see that information, so then it can be broken down for them. Or even watching a recorded call. I know many people just, they'll talk to them a little bit about it, say, hey, do you have about an hour to watch this call, this recording? If so, I'm going to send it over to you, and then I'm going to give you a quick phone call after. So just let me know once you're done watching it, and then we'll kind of chop it up after. Little ways that you can kind of go about it. So that's why you have to figure out what the best way that works for you. And remember to be authentic, honest, and respectful when introducing your business and talking about what it is that you do. Focus on building a relationship with that person that it might be, and finding out their needs and their interests. So many people have so many things that they need to figure out. And honestly, I've realized that it all goes back to money. In the end, it's always money. Even if it's, hey, I'm struggling with, my family, lots of family stuff going on. Maybe you can't go see them. Maybe you can't go spend time with them like you wanted. Why? Because you're working. They have to go to their 9 to 5 every single day. That's the need that you can fulfill. And I've also heard some excuses like time. They might say, you know what? I don't actually have that much time. I don't really have time to hop on a call. I don't have time to do something like that, to even have time to make another source of income. And that's where I kind of say, hey, that's completely fine. We actually have products and services that you can utilize without changing your lifestyle. We have things that'll make it extremely easy without having to change that lifestyle and just putting a little bit of time into it. You don't have to make it like a part-time job even. Just being able to put some time into it when you have it. I've also heard people say, you know what, I don't have enough money to get into that. And you know what, that's completely understandable. That's completely understandable. So that's where I kind of ask, okay, what is it that we can do to help you get some more money in your pocket? And let's make a plan. Let's make a game plan. So then maybe in a week or two, you can get started, whatever it is. And then plan a call with them. Always make sure that you schedule a call. When you're on a call, schedule a call, whether it's a check-in call, whether it's a launch call, whatever it is. Schedule a call while you're on that call. Get a time and a day that would work for them. It's a lot harder sometimes if people are bad at responding and you're trying to schedule that call with them, and you have a lot going on. So schedule that call while you're on that call. And it's important to also be mindful of the language that you're using, like I said, and avoid using certain words and certain key phrases. So some of those might be get rich quick or easy money, because it might create unrealistic expectations for themselves. They might think, okay, well, I can get into this, start making some quick money, and I'll get my bag and go. That's not how it works. That's not how it works at all. Just like all of you know, you have to come into this with an open mind. You have to be able to be coachable and teachable, watch the videos, learn the information to be successful with it. It's not a get rich quick thing. And then another one is, don't say it's not like a traditional job, because when you say that, it can imply that your business is not a legitimate way to make a living, because we do things a lot differently. It's not like a traditional job. Or even saying, right off the bat, when you're just texting them about it, it's only this amount to join. Because yeah, of course you want to be transparent with them, but emphasizing like low costs right off the bat like that, because it is a lot cheaper now. People might think, okay, well, it's a cheaper, low quality opportunity. Why would I want to even get into this? So you have to be extremely mindful of what you're saying. And when people start asking what it is that I do, I have a few key phrases that I like to use. And like I said, different things work for everybody. So try out different things, go about it in different ways. A few things I like to say to people is, I show people how to create multiple streams of income right from their phone or laptop. Simple, easy. And then it gets them wondering, okay, well, what is it that you do? Another one, I show individuals how to make, manage, and multiply their money within all the major financial markets. And then another one, I show individuals how to get started with trading, investing, by providing them with adequate resources in order to become successful with it. So I'm not giving them a ton of information. I'm just giving them little snippets. And I'm not just randomly throwing, we have videos, we have some different products that you can use, because then it starts to confuse people. It starts to you have to be able to show them that information. And so after I usually say that, after I say those phrases, I'll say, if any of this interests you, let's hop on a call, because it is 90% visual. It'll help me to better understand how I can benefit you in the best possible way. There's absolutely no obligation when hopping on a call. It's just simply information for you to make an educated decision. Because a lot of the time, people are scared to hop on that Zoom call because they feel like, oh, well, they're going to try and make me get started right at the end of it, or they're going to try and force me to get started into something that I don't even know what the information is yet. So you have to show them, I'm just trying to give you information. That's it. And if they decide to join at the end of the call, perfect, awesome. I'll help you get started. Let's get after it. Let's run up a bag together. Let's get it. Let's, learn about this opportunity more together. And so another one, if people say no and they're not interested at all, ask them, okay, can you give me 3 people who might be interested? Just 3 people. That can bring so many more people into your business. 3 people. Because if they give you 3 people, then you go reach out to those 3 people. And then maybe one of them says, I'm good. Then you ask them for 3 people. So many more people that you can be introduced to just by asking them, hey, can you give me 3 people that you think might be interested? And honestly, those people that say no, majority of the time, they're going to come back around. Keep them on your Snapchat, keep them on your Instagram. I've heard of people just kicking them off right away after they say no. Don't do that. Keep them on there. Let them keep seeing your stories, because as they keep going through your stories every single day after you keep posting consistently, then they might be like, okay, yeah, actually, you know what? Maybe I should look into this. Maybe I should see it. It's almost a reminder to them. So never take it as a no, just, maybe later. We'll talk later about it. And then I also love to use polls. Polls are one of my favorite things. My team hears me talk about it all the time. It works for me. Just like I said, it might not work for you, but I've had great success with it, honestly. So like I said, I love using Snapchat, and people love to have an opinion. That's what I've realized too. People love to have an opinion. So use polls on Snapchat, use polls on Instagram, use them on Facebook. Some questions that you can use for your polls are, have you ever considered starting your own business or working for yourself, becoming your own boss. Another one, are you interested in earning an extra income on the side? Another easy one, have you ever traded or invested before? That goes right to the point. Are you interested in having another source of income? Are you happy with your 9 to 5 lifestyle? Do you wish you had more free time? Things that you know about this business that you've gotten out of this, use that as poll questions. So when people vote on those polls, I like to reach out to them with a voice message, always a voice message, so I can show that, I am excited about this opportunity. And then also I like to use voice messages when I reach out from polls, because sometimes there's a lot of fake people and a lot of scammers on Snapchat, a lot of bots that are in there. So you want to just show, you are a real person. It's kind of unfortunate, but that's kind of how it is. So that's just another reason why to use a voice message. So when somebody votes on that poll, I usually screen record it, so I have all of the people that voted on it in case, it takes me a couple of days to get back to them. And I'll send a voice message and say, hey, whatever their name is, hey, Nate, I saw your vote on my story. I explained what the story was about. Hey, Nate, I saw your vote on my story about, trading and investing. What do you do for work right now? I don't even jump to what the poll was about right away. I ask them what they do for work right now, because it all comes back together. And I like to know, what it is, what their lifestyle looks like. I like to learn more about them. And I share more about myself too, and as they ask more questions. Because like I said, you don't want to seem like you're selling to someone. People hate to be sold to. Share what you have in different types of ways. I love to just have people honestly just ask me all the time. That's the way I kind of go about it, just getting them to ask me what it is that I do, and sharing it like, just like I'm not trying to get them into this, because I don't need them. When people think that you need them, it doesn't always go the way that you want, because then they might mess with you a little bit. Honestly, I've had that happen a few times. Or they just keep pushing it off because they don't think it's that important of an opportunity that they can get into. And so after they kind of explain what they do for work, I'll say, awesome, I'd love to help you achieve that goal. When they kind of share a little bit more about what their needs are. And I say, I wish I could explain what it is just over text, but it'd be much simpler if we could just hop on a call, because it is 90% visual. Does Tuesday at 8 p.m. work? I don't usually let them just choose a time and day. I say, hey, does this time and day work for you? Because first of all, I know that my time is valuable, and I don't want to sit there going back and forth with this person trying to plan a day and time, when I can just be like, hey, Tuesday at 8, let's hop on a call. Does that work for you? Quick, simple, easy. And then, yeah, so that's basically honestly all I have for today. Like I said, mastering the invite is one of the most important things that you can do. So I hope you all got some good notes. Feel free to reach out to Lupita and I, literally on Snapchat, whatever it is, Instagram, Telegram. You can always message us on Telegram. So reach out to us if you have questions or want help with something, or whether it's, building your TikTok or building your Instagram, Snapchat, on how to bring people to your pages, or reaching out to people, mastering the invite, how to kind of go about it. If something's not working for you and you keep trying it a few different ways and it's really not working, ask people for help. We're always willing to help each other out to get to our goals. So do not be afraid to reach out. Do not be afraid to ask questions. But with that being said, I hope you all got some good information. I hope you all had a great time listening. I hope you guys had a good weekend as well. And so I will end this call out. I know that Justin might have a call too, but let's have a great rest of your week, and I will talk to you guys later.